Hello everyone and welcome back on the channel. Black Friday is around the corner and I guess that like me, you started seeing everywhere promotion popping in your mailbox, on your social networks of every company selling products with discount. And while this might be very tempting and while there might be some very exciting new tools, I would like to do kind of public notice about what's happening here. Over the last years, I would say the last 10 years or so, we have seen more and more plugin companies becoming more and more aggressive on their marketing strategies. I'm not saying they're not doing great products. There are many very great brands around. Not saying you don't need another compressor, you might. I'm just saying that in today's world, companies just want to get your money and that the tools that they are offering are not all as revolutionary, as groundbreaking, as exceptional as they try to sell to you. You might have 2 or 3 different resonance suppressors. I mean, a few years ago, Suit from Oak Sound came on the market. It was groundbreaking. This was truly groundbreaking. Since then, many different brands did their own take on that kind of tool. And yes, they all have different specificities. I own 3 of them. I have Suit, I have Ode Finesse from TDR, and Speccraft from Treebody. And they all have really like specific ways to handle these and have different results. I have a few different EQs. I don't need 10 different compressors, 2, 3 of them. Same for the reverbs. You might need 1 plate, 1 hole, 1 big space, maybe 1 shimmer, but that's it. You don't need 10 different rooms, 10 different plates, you know? So I think it's more about learning to use your tools wisely. And the time we spend online might be time badly spent, money badly spent. Even you might end up having lists of plugins and not knowing which to use. And this leads to another problem, is that I believe that when you're working for a client or even for yourself, when you're doing music, you shouldn't lose focus of attention. Your attention is to get to that goal you have in mind. Have this objective in mind and with purpose, try to use your tools to get to that point, right? If you start during a session to try things out, oh, maybe this EQ would work better. Oh, maybe this compressor will work better. Blah, 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 blah. You get my point. Then you get lost. Don't lose the focus of attention when you're working. But you could manage some sessions on the side for you to learn your tools. Sessions where you really like dive into one specific kind of tool. Like a few weeks ago, I spent 3 days just comparing EQs, comparing them on the harmonic distortion they're adding, on the intermodulation, looking in Plugin Doctor, trying things on different sonic materials. I already had one session like that years ago with some friends, only comparing like low-cut filters of maybe 30 different EQs, resulting in me choosing either Fab Filter or DMG, for example. You know, these are really like specific points. And then you get that take and you don't ask yourself any question. You need a low-cut filter, you go for that one. And you know what kind of result you can expect. And this is really important. When you are cooking, you're not tasting salt every time you put salt in a plate, and you don't have 10 different types of salts. You have maybe you have 2 or 3 ones because they have a specific flavor. I don't know. Maybe my metaphor is not the best one, but you get the point. The whole thing is, don't get lost into this plugin race, into this gear acquisition syndrome, because it will not make your music better. Some tools might, but what's really making the difference is the level of knowledge you have and of expertise you have over your tools. What can you do with those tools? I'm not saying that you can achieve professional sounding masters and mixes only with stock plugins. You could, I can't. Only thing I'm saying is don't lose yourself in this rabbit hole of waiting for the next plugin to do something. It's better to learn your tools, to read the fucking manual and to spend hours trying things out and make your maybe mental map. I love to use Excel sheets, Google Drive sheets to write things down and having really properly laid out things. This helps me to remember things, and when I need something, I just go for what I know will work. Sometimes it doesn't, and then I use another tool, but I'm not losing time and attention when in a session trying things out. I go for the first thing I have in mind, and if it works, it's good. Next. I hope this was helpful. Take care, don't buy too much, get to use your tools wisely, and see you soon. Bye-bye.